Hey guys, Christina here. So today's video is going to be on eyebrows. A client of mine not so long ago who's brought my brush set asked if I could teach her through the videos how to properly use the brow brush and how to actually fill in her eyebrows correctly. I have forever, since I probably started being a makeup artist 14 years ago, I use the MAC Espresso eyeshadow powder, and it is my favorite. I love it to bits. I use it on mostly every single one of my clients. The ladies that I don't really tend to use it on is ladies with grey hair. They actually seem to work better with black shadows. And then some Asian skin tones, they are more black as well. It just depends on the particular person. So let's go. So as I said, I am going to try and make this super easy and fast. So always brush your brows into place. Now as you can see, this is not a KTK brush, but it is vital to how you create your brows. So you just brush them into place because it just really gives that, puts them in together, in line, and a good base to start with. I will be using my mirror very shortly because I still can't get the hang of doing makeup into the camera. Okay, so here we have the KTK brow filler, and it's got a slight angle to it, just because obviously our brows are quite angled. And then this is, I'll just take this out of its case. I've actually picked up the wrong palette, but this is the MAC Espresso shadow that I use. So sorry, it is quite almost empty, but I just picked up the wrong palette from my kit and I've got this one. I always break the brow up into 3 different areas. So you've got the front part here, then you've got the slant coming up, and then you've got the slant angled coming down. So 3 different areas. The first part, I always just work my brush, come a little bit closer, my brush upwards. So you can use your brush in the horizontal form, so vertically up. And it usually is just the width of the brush there, where you apply upwards. And once you're happy with that product, and it's just light feathered strokes. See, always grab your brush and just work that product through, just so it's not so full on and dark. And you can kind of see how you go as you go along. Then what you want to do, again, add product to your brush if you need. And then the second part is the angled part. Sorry, I got an itchy bite there. It's so annoying, it looks like a pimple as well, but it's an itchy bite. They're little midges here in Hong Kong, and it's super hot today, so they are out in great force. Anywho, the angled part going up, you change your brush onto the angle going upwards, and again, just light feathered strokes. And you just want to fill in your brow. Okay? Literally just light strokes, filling it in wherever needed. Okay? Again, grab a brush and just brush it upwards, dispersing all of that product through. Alright, again, load your brush if you need to, tap off the excess, and then you want to be using your brush downwards on the slant. So the thickest part of the brush goes at the top, and the skinniest part goes at the bottom. And you work your way down in the same short, sharp motions, just join it together. Okay, and that's one brow done. So you will be able to see, if you follow other makeup artists on their YouTube channels or what have you, you know, the era of Instagram Facebook and YouTube makeup artists, they do the big block square brows, and that's totally up to them. Awesome. But I see people who do it totally wrong still, where they just do the big square here, and then it's pretty much a square the whole way. If you like that, totally go with it, but make sure you do it correctly. So cotton buds are your best friends. If it is off place, please just go in and just wipe up the edges, because it is obvious. It is super obvious if you've done it wrong and you haven't bothered to. If you're going through all that effort, make sure you kind of feather out the edges so it doesn't look like square boxes, because it just looks wrong. I'll just quickly do the other side so you can view that as well. So this brow, you're pretty much going up for the first width of the brush, and your brush can be on the vertical slant. Grab your mascara wand and just brush that through. Sometimes our brows aren't going to be exactly the same. Just rub with it. Just fill it in as you please. But I think the moral of this is just do it correctly and don't be lazy. But if you're going to have big brows, make sure you fill it in correctly. And the best way to do it is section by section. The first half upwards, the second half on an angle upwards, and then down, filling in any little gaps, which I have a gap there now for some reason, and then going down. Sorry, my angles are a little bit off with brows, and just fill it in. There we go. And I don't always fill in my brows, but it makes a huge difference. But then it's something you have to get used to, because if you've always had light brows and you put a little bit of colour, it can be like, whoa, what do I do? But as long as you do it correctly, you got the right colour, brush the product through, it can make a nice difference. And what I would do next is, you can still use a brow brush if you need to, just wipe off any excess product, and then put a nice highlighter underneath. You can use like a shimmered whitey kind of pearly eyeshadow product, and just pop it right underneath your brow bone there where the arch is. This gives a nice little shine. Again, on the other side, we can do it there too, which looks really quite pretty. And you can just press it in so it doesn't look so obvious. Well, you know, so you just have it plonked it there. And then in the inner corners as well. Always looks nice. And then if you need to, just blend it through. There we go. Right, that's all for today. I hope that helped you. If you had any questions or would like me to do a video on something that you struggle with when it comes to makeup, please let me know. Pop me a message through this post or Facebook Messenger, and I'll be more than happy to help. Other than that, have a great day.